Y'all. Welcome to Fer Friday. Happy St. Patty's Day. Fer Friday number 89. This is I'm Bunny Barnes, and this is my honey Steven.
Or the other one. Honey. Anyway, it's the Bunny and Honey show again. One more time, Honey and Bunny. There may be one more, but she's getting to be really much better at speaking, so it's limited. And hello out there, all you guys and galsies.
I'll be right back. I'm going to let him talk. We're not seeing comments. I'm going to go get my iPad.
And welcome to Fer Friday at 4, the St. Patrick's Day edition.
Woohoo!
That coming into the room music while you were taking your front row seats is a song that tells a fictional tale about a fishmonger who sold cockles and mussels in the streets of Dublin. Somehow, that song became so popular that there was a statue constructed in her honor. And that statue has been relocated from its original position to in front of the Tourist Information Bureau, and now has a fence around it due to so many tourists wanting that hands-on experience when they saw her. She'd been groped so often the bronze hue on her bosom was starting to wear off. We wanted to mention that all these facts we're reading today came from Sue Roncaroni. Sue and Bunny do an Irish show as time travelers too, for the seniors, and Sue does the scripts.
Can you hold that thought? So I finally got my iPad going, and I can't see the first few comments, but I see Dave Mason is in the room. He's the first one that I can see that came in the room from Scotland. But I see that Rhonda Scott Merrick came also, and John Montanez and 8 other people, it says, are here. So hopefully you'll say hello again. Mike Verbeck's here, and Christine Chandler-Taylor. I don't know your name, but thank you for coming. Welcome. Hey, Dave Nardi. Good to see you as well. Terry St. James, all the way from Canada. And Slim, that was a great Irish set. You really had our toes tapping. Hey, Linda Worcester, I can see you on here. Wow, you're not invisible. Wow. Hey, John Montanez, I do see your name now. And Pam Zappardino. John's from the West Coast. I'm not sure where Pam is, but I know she's a heck of a Scrabble player. Helene Tober Fowler is here, as well as Kathy Anelman. So thanks for coming, guys. Mark Matthews from the Guitar League, and Rosemary Ross. Slancha, yeah. Connie Amex, I see you there too. Isaac Beaver, or Beaver, I'm not sure. But you can let me know. I see that you're watching. And David Falcone, you did a fabulous set today with a touch of the Irish. Stan Zeider's here. Yep. And, yeah. So good to see you guys. I can see your comments on here. I don't know, Ecamm updated, and every time it updates, there's always a problem. So that's our newest problem. We spent hours trying to get the sound right. Now we can't see comments. Thanks, Ecamm. Go on, honey. Sorry to interrupt.
This first tune is a medley. It's actually two tunes, since it's a medley. Both of these tunes were written by Chauncey Alcott. The first in 1899 for the stage production A Romance in Athlone. It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Scoring of a Musical Picture for the film of the same name in 1947 and was sung by Dennis Day. Probably a lot of you don't remember Dennis Day.
Is he relative to Doris Day? There's a
don't
research
know.
question for you.
I don't know.
Is Dennis Day related to Doris Day?
I didn't think he was, but it could be. Yeah,
Both musical. Both musical.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, Dennis Day used to be, if I'm remembering correctly, used to be on Jack Benny. Some of you don't remember Jack Benny maybe either. But I remember old Dennis Day on Jack Benny saying, "Yes, Mr. Benny." He was a tenor, you see. The second song in the medley that Mr. Alcott wrote in 1912 for a production of The Isle of Dreams. Words to this were written by George Graff, and Alcott sang it in the show. It became famous during World War I when it was recorded by the famous Irish tenor John McCormick. We hope you enjoy. This was written by Bunny now. She hopes you enjoy her attempts at My Wild Irish Rose and When Irish Eyes Are Smiling.
With the emphasis on the attempts. You know, I bring out the tunes once a year. I do have my Irish harp on. Got that in Dublin. My little Irish harp. So here you go. I hope you enjoy this. So let me see who I missed here.
Irish
A
Eyes.
lot of people that I missed. I saw when Toby came in. So hi, Toby. Let me go back a little bit. I did see Toby come in. Yeah, thank you, my co-hostess. And Charles. Hey, Charles. Lovely of you to join us today. I so enjoy it. Your friend David Bjornsgaard usually comes in. I haven't seen his name yet come by. Beaver. Isaac says his last name is Beaver. Thanks for coming. And Ken Tyrell is here. Craig Osterberg. Hi, I can't wait to see you at Cass. Thanks for coming, guys. Somebody says no, and I assume that that's in reference to Doris Day and Dennis Day, that they're not related. So, I hope so. Hey, David Arthur Radcliffe, joining from the UK. Glad you could come and listen too. Oh, not her real name. Thanks, Rhonda. Good to know. Yeah. Who else? Pam remembers Jack and Dennis. Of course. I do too, Jack Benny pose. And David Harleyson's joined us. You're not invisible on my tablet, David. I guess we don't have to mention the invisibles today. I can see all the names on my tablet. Hey, Mike Miller, thanks for joining. Larry Polonetsky, I see your name too come by. Hey, and David Bjornsgaard is here. Hi, Larry. Hi, Andreas is here. Hallo aus Deutschland. Hello, Jill Bardsley Schwartz. Thanks for coming. I so appreciate seeing your names pop up. It's really nice that I can have the tablet to see who's here. Jan Anderson made it. Yay. Hey, Helen Avakian. Hope you're feeling better. Oh my gosh, you're such a trooper. I'll talk about that in a minute. Bruce Lamont, my old buddy from the Sound Barriers. Used to play in a band when I was 19, 20 with Bruce. I played guitar, I played drums. Hey, Terry O'Hara, thank you so much. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you guys. Ed Sorniak. Hey, I can't wait to see you at camp. Are you coming to camp? Are you coming to Iceland? I hope so. Anyway, I want to thank you so much. And I'll let you go on, hon.
She wants to encourage you to share, as always, so this 3 for Friday at 4 will be on replay on your news feed. And she promises she will check your comments later. She always does. Thanks to Toby Simmons, her hostess on the West Coastess with the mostest.
She is.
For getting her new fans. Hi. Oh, I guess we're not saying hi to invisible friends.
Well, it seems
today.
like I can see them on here, so I guess we don't really need to.
All right.
I mean, who knows? Kitsari Kaku might still be invisible. But I can see Linda Worcester, and I can see David Harleyson.
Okay.
So.
Very good.
Moving on.
I guess we could call this the Bun and Hun Show, too.
Bunny and Honey
Except
Show.
Hun. I could be mistaken for Attila, or it could be a sweet treat of a bee. That's a bee in human language. Anyway, we shall see, since I'm being phased out, it would seem, because here she is for the first time since her operation, giving you the announcements. It's Miss Bunny Barnes.
Thanks, honey. So, I wanted to mention last night I went to see a fabulous show. I went to see Loudon Wainwright III and Tom Rush with Matt Nakoa. What a great show. It was at the Colonial Theater in Phoenixville. And I'd sent Tom a note. I'd done Tom's version of Jeff Meldauer's Mole's Moon at the Folk Festival, and I saw Tom shortly after that. And I asked him last night if he would play it for me. And I sent back a note. And sure enough, he got on stage and he said, I want to play this for my friend Bunny Barnes. And if you don't know Bunny Barnes, you should go listen to her. She's a good guitarist. I was floored. What a sweet thing for him to say from stage. And he did play Mole's Moon. So I might have to be pulling that one out again to play for you next week, because it inspired me to relearn that one again, too. In the process, though, I missed Helen Avakian last night. I thought it would be the Red Door Duo, which it usually is on Thursday nights. But David Irwin has COVID, as well as Helen. And David was too sick to play the show. But Helen went on and played a fabulous Irish set and did some great sight reading. It was really, really good, Helen. So I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. I did share that, and I shared Meredith and Craig last night. Today, David Falcone did a wonderful set, included some Irish tunes, as well as Stevie Coyle did his Mighty Fine guitars with a cool old K guitar. So they're both shared on my newsfeed, as well as Slim Edelman is shared. He did his live today. He did a great set with mandolin. So go back and listen to all of them. They're shared. Saturday, Dakota Dave Hall will be on 11 a.m. Eastern Time, followed by Warren Bendler's Folky Fridays on Saturdays at 3. Warren, I don't know if you're here today, but if you are, I hope Miss Wiggles is with you. I'm going to go back and see who I'm missing here in a minute. So Meredith and Craig are back on Saturday night at 11 and Sunday at 3, and then with brunch, and then Monday through Thursday at 11. Raleigh will be back on Sunday with its All Request show at 10:30 a.m., and then Monday again at 3. And I don't know about Lawrence. What do you say, Toby? Any idea about Lawrence? Is he going to be on? I don't see any... See if I see any notes from Toby about that. Let's see who I missed too. Hey, Joni! I hope Brian's with you. Joni Schmidt and Brian. I've known them for eons. Since I was probably 18. Yeah. Hey, Sue Hannah. Good to see you. It's an Irish set today. Sorry, no take me out to the ball game, but I hope you're enjoying spring training. Get those Phillies in shape. Steve Capes is watching too. Doris Kappelhoff was Doris Day's real name. Thanks, Rosemary. That's cool. Yeah, it didn't fit the marquee. Funny. And Ed, yes, is coming to Iceland. Cool. Good, I'll see you there. So let's see who else. Cindy Hanalata from Australia. All the way from Australia is here. Thanks for coming all that way. I'm so glad to see you all. It's so nice I can see your comments. And Barb Garcia's here, my good buddy from teaching. She came to see me at McCool's. Hey. Hey, James Leo. He's from one of the online mics. Oh, thanks for coming in. So let me go on with these. I know it's going on and on today. This is what happens when I start to talk, see? Goes on forever. I want to say a real quick thanks to Carl Brownfield doing the Carl Shop Show on KGFN.org in Goldfield, Nevada. Carl Shop Show is on every Friday night, but it's always on replay. Jake Victor promotes me on his YouTube Rhythm Lines. Rusty and Jan on the Philly folk scene from Thursday afternoons. Thanks Terry O'Hara, he's here today on KRBD in Ketchikan, Alaska, for promoting my CD. Laura Hall and Ginger Hopper in Washington. Mitzi Quinn, Mark Richardson in Indiana. Rick Polari, Jason Baker on folkmusicnotebook.com. They're all playing my tunes. I hope John DiLiberto is playing him too on WXPN. He now has my CD. So huge shout outs to everybody who's playing them. I've also submitted my CD to Eric Balke, who's sending it out to a lot of radio stations. So I'm hoping it's going to be played all across Canada and the US now, and maybe in Europe as well. And I hope that you'll come out on Sunday. I have a live gig Sunday at the Tavern at the New Hope Winery. So if you're local, it's 1 to 4 on Sunday. The New Hope Winery is a fabulous venue. It's got great food, fabulous wines. And I'll be there live 1 to 4 this Sunday. And I am planning on doing the 3 for number 90 next Friday. We haven't decided if the old man's joining us or not. But by all accounts, people really seem to like him. They seem to like his comments, his sense of humor. So, hey, Martin Taylor Bray, thanks for coming in. So, I don't know, maybe I'll have him back. And if I go it alone next week, I promise to have him in as a guest host or a guest performer now and then. The QR code that you see on the screen over here, everything's moved around, takes you to my, if I can get it out now, to my CD. If you don't have it yet, I hope you'll consider going and getting one. Don't have a CD player, you say? If you go to that QR code, it'll lead you to another QR code that'll take you to Bandcamp. You can play it up to 3 times on Bandcamp for free, and then it's going to make you buy it. And I hope that you'll consider downloading it. Or you can go to bunnybarnes.com. If you're on your phone and you want to go to my website, that's my website. If you're a DJ, you can go to AirPlay Direct and download it for free from there if you're a member of AirPlay Direct. And if you're feeling extra generous today, PayPal and Venmo links are down here. Never expected but always appreciated. And I've been a slacker. I've really been slacking. I was supposed to learn this next tune for St. Paddy's Day, but I didn't. In my usual fashion, I'm going to move this computer over a bit so we can get Steven in here, because I talked him into learning this next tune for me and for you today. The title of the song means Small Fairy Mound, Big Fairy Mound, and it's an Irish folk tune. The tune's attributed to the blind harper and singer Turlough O'Carolan as his first tune, written to the tune of The Bonnie Cuckoo. Stephen will be playing this today from an arrangement by Jamie Bellisi. Apparently he's already playing it. According to Mr. Bellisi, it's the second of 3 tunes in O'Carolan's Irish suite. It's a beautiful old Irish air, usually played simply and leisurely, and is named after 2 small hills situated close to each other in the South County Leitrim, said to be ancient burial sites, as well as the site in O'Carolan's birth county of Meath. It's been recorded by many artists such as the Chieftains, Fairport Convention, Tony McManus, and Pierre Bensoussan. Here's Stephen playing Shebag Shemore. Beautiful, honey. Always the actor. That was very beautiful. Thank you so much for doing that for us today.
Sure. doing that to it.
So, got a couple more people coming in here. Jane Spreckley. Haven't seen you forever, too. Hey,
Hi.
Janie. I used to teach Jane guitar. And Dave McDonald's come in from the UK. Thanks for coming. Johnson Hogg from Belgium, or France, from France. Bonjour, bonsoir, I think to you right now, right? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Rodney. Good to see you, too. Tom DeWeese. Thanks for joining in today. We so appreciate it. Thank you, Carol Pratt. Yeah, it's really beautiful. He's really good, isn't he? I know you can't tell him that he's really good. He doesn't believe it, but I think he is. Hey, Chris Mealy. I'll see you in Iceland soon. Thanks so much for the wonderful comments. Hey, Jerry Sowers. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you finding us. Yeah, it's really, really good, huh? So, I'm going to turn it back over to Stephen now.
This last tune was written by English songwriter Frederick Weatherly. He wrote the lyrics in 1910 to a different melody and put the lyrics to the tune of Londonderry Air in 1913, which was first published in 1796. It has been recorded by the legendary Irish tenor John McCormick, as well as Judy Garland, Bing Crosby, Johnny Cash, and Elvis Presley. And I'll reserve my editorial comments on Bing Crosby for another time. And your listening pleasure. Yes, and Elvis Presley. Bunny's talked before about Music Master Studio.
That's where I taught Janie.
Right. Yes. Where she first started teaching folk guitar in 1968. The owner of Music Masters was Ron Rickard. She first heard him play this tune around 2003, and much of this arrangement comes from Ron. Ron lost his life to leukemia in 2012. So she plays this in his memory, and it's mostly his arrangement with a touch of her own. The tag ending comes from another great Music Masters friend and fine guitarist, also gone but not forgotten, Bob Smith, who was more familiarly known as Smitty. We miss them both. And we hope you enjoy Danny Boy.
I've already had numerous people guess it. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Little Tommy Emmanuel ending there.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, honey. I want to thank you all. Who did I miss anybody? I can see Kit Serikaku. Hey, girl. Wow. I think that's the first time I've ever seen you on there. As opposed to afterwards. Thank you so much for all of the kind words. I promise that I will check them out. And letting the guitar be my voice heals my soul. It's doing some healing now, that's for sure. And we hope that our music made you happy today. Like I said, I'll be back next week for Fer Friday for number 90.
And we shall see. I may be with her, but if I'm not, I'll be hiding in the wings.
Yep.
Yoo-hooing and clapping. Just like I used to do.
Yeah. So, thank you so much. Listen, be safe out there. Obviously, Helen and Dave Irwin and Alan Abakian got COVID last week. So, be safe out there. It's still out there. And we want you to be safe. And I know I'm going out and playing gigs, and it worries me constantly too. So try to be safe. And we love you all. Thank you so much. It means the world to us for you to come today. Be
Thank
safe,
you.
everyone. We love you. Bye.
Oh, this hand. Bye-bye.